They actually are to teach us about a contest between two groups of people. And the idea is that Hagar and Sarah stand for these two groups. But as we see that Peninnah and Hannah also exhibit the same pattern, what we'd have to say is that Peninnah and Hannah also teach us the same opposition between two groups. And what we are to recognize then is that in the story of Abraham with Sarah and Hagar, that this story is in fact building upon what is said in Genesis 3:15 about the two different seeds. You remember that in Genesis 3:15, what is said to the serpent is that there will be enmity between the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent. Then we have the working out of that in Genesis. We have Cain versus Abel. We have Cain's line versus Seth's line. We have the sons of God and the daughters of man. We also see the same pattern in Hagar and Sarah. There is the opposition of the two seeds, and we see that they are always at enmity with each other because God had said that he would put enmity between these two seeds. And notice as well, the way in which it's described, they are the two seeds. There is a relationship in the description to childbearing. And the same thing then, so that this then is a connection then with those who bear children. There are two women who are struggling in a contest. And the godly is being persecuted by the ungodly. The way that the scriptures pick up on this and describe this further is there is the contest between Zion and Babylon. And these two are always at odds. And so when you see the opposition of a barren woman who appears to be deserted by God, who is faithful to God, who is persecuted by one who is able to have lots of children, what you're to recognize is that this is actually teaching you about the common struggle that everyone who believes in God faces. That's the point. It is meant to illustrate the persecution that Christians and those who fear God have always seen in every age.